A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and goal, Flacco. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And Flacco keeps it himself. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Flacco scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson. He'll find Fournette again here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Christian Watson
45 yards.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's got some space here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Flacco. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating off play action, Flacco. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Flacco right back to work after the pick six. Looking for White on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Flacco. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Running from the gun with Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Flacco. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A red zone 1st down for Flacco. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Now Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Passing play, Flacco. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Right side. That's complete to Gronkowski.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 45 yards.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the option going right. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Jackson.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
He finds Watson complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A toss left. Henry.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Henry up the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Henry. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Henry. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.